What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be working on the budget TJ build, and we're going to be installing these SmittyBilt rock sliders along with reinstalling these SmittyBilt tube fenders. And the reason I took them off is one, because we got a little bit of rust right there, so we want to take care of that before that ends up being an issue. And then also I want to install these first, and so that way everything fits nice and looks good. So what comes with it is obviously both sides, and then hardware, and then also some detailed instructions. So in order to do this, you got to, well, it calls to remove all of these body mounts, or at least take the bolts out, and then you're supposed to take 3/16 of an inch off of those before you slide these in, because if you look, they got these slotted areas. I'm gonna see if I can get away with just loosening them and then sliding it on, so we'll see what happens. So let's get started. Alright, so using our 5/8 impact, we were able to get these two off and then loosen this other one, but you always take a gamble whenever you're working on an old Jeep like this. But luckily, the threads are in pretty good shape on both of them, so I'll clean those up a little bit before I put them back in. But now we need to get the jack over here, and then also a piece of wood so we can jack it up, and then hopefully start to slide this on and then get it put in place. So it calls to take 3/16 off of these two like bushings. So we'll jack this up, take those off, grind them down a little bit, and then start installing the rock slider. Okay, so update on this. I got the rock slider slid into place. I'll show you guys. Just slides in right like that, and that's how I got it to fit flush across the top here, and then also flush to the body. So the steps I took, I jacked everything up, slid this in there, and then held up this right side just with my hand so that I knew everything was lined up. And then I put these two rear bolts in and just hand tightened them. And then I was able to drop it down and then put this block on the bottom of the actual rock slider so that I could get everything flush here. And then tighten these down, not all the way, but pretty good, so that way everything was held in place. So now what I can do is start drilling my holes through here, and then also on that fender, and then we'll start putting the hardware in and finish up the rock slider. Alright, so we got everything attached. I got all the body mounts tightened up, and then this one, it's pretty much the same thing, except for you actually have to reach underneath and put the nut on the back. No big deal. So now it's time to throw this tube fender on. The best way to do this is to take two of your bolts and then put them in, I think it's this hole and this hole, lay this up there, and then it'll kind of sit in place, and you can adjust it the way you want to. But I'll set you up on a time lapse, and then I'll pull it outside so you guys can check it out, take a look at the final product. Okay, so we got everything finished up. I think that turned out pretty awesome. Really ties everything together, you know, from the rear fenders to the front. And then, you know, the main reason was to add a little bit of protection under here. So definitely let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. And if you want to follow more on the Challenger and the TJ build, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate everyone for watching. Have a good night.